Hello and good evening. Terry Earthwind Nichols at Evolutionary Healer TV,
Woohoo!
along with the lovely
Linda Nichols.
Welcome back. 10 weeks to suicide prevention. One day, one moment in time, something was taken away from you. So what if you could get it back? So tonight, we're dealing with that feeling that there's something lost back there, but we don't know what it is, right? The active block. That's what we call it. We're going to talk about that. Linda?
Yeah, that's that something back there. You have a sense of it. Maybe you have a sense of it. And if you do, you can't quite put your finger on it.
Yeah, a couple of our clients have said that now. I always thought there was just something lost back there, but I didn't know what it was. I always thought it weird that my siblings could remember everything before elementary school, and I couldn't remember anything. I don't even recognize myself as me in photos with my dad and mom when I was a baby. Things like that. For me personally, there was a photograph of my dad holding me at 3 months. I still have it. It's beautiful black and white. And up until I had the successful CR session from one of my super masters practitioners, I didn't believe that was me. Now, I not only believe it, I can put myself into that picture, which is pretty amazing because your memory is much sharper than you can ever imagine it is. Linda?
Yeah, I agree. And for me, there was a picture I found when I was like in my 50s, and it was a great grandfather that was holding me, and there was always something about that picture that just kind of creeped me out. Right? So yeah, and when I got through my CR session, all kinds of things in my entire life made a whole lot of sense to me.
Yeah, so what are we talking about tonight? What do you mean, get it back? So let's talk about it. Way back there in early childhood, we have found consistently that a significant emotional event occurred. And usually it's before you can speak, so it's pre-language. And it is high emotion to you as the victim. And just as bad as being attacked, there's 20% of the time, somebody said something to you that you reacted to, caused an active block to be created, and nobody knows to help you fix it because you can't go to mom and dad, you can't tell them what happened, right? The person who said it to you don't know they hurt you, so they don't feel bad. There's no remorse. That's just as bad as being attacked, okay? Attacker is somebody who does something to you in one way or another. They're not going to say anything to anybody, right? So you have two situations. So active block, Linda, why don't you tell us a little more about that?
Okay. Well, we call the active block, it's a protection device used to protect an amnesic-like memory that was walled off in early childhood, usually pre-language. And because it does actively deflect and distract and diffuse any attempts you make to get to that hidden unknown event that is disempowering you and has been since it happened and running your entire life and causing lots of repetitive situations. And even complex PTSD, and then eventually complex PTSD. And the protectiveness of the active block is what slows us down as humans, because we've actually been the ones who attach high emotion to a particular event in childhood. And you hear like adverse childhood experiences, ACE. There's lots of studies going on and people realizing that something in childhood is actually driving people's behavior. And sometimes it's real easy to get to. With the active block, it is absolutely not. And so far, we've been the only ones to get that piece figured out. We have a bottom-up method. We come from the back of the brain forward, which makes us different from psychologists who are going from the front of the brain back. They have a kind of top-down method. Modalities go in from the side of the brain. They get down a few layers. And so that's the difference, in what we do. And so is there something else you wanted to add in there, Terry?
Well, yeah, for those of you who follow us, you know that we say we come in the back door. We help you find an event and come in through the back door. Well, this is what we mean, bottom up. We come in from the behind part of your brain and come forward. And when we have these issues, other traumatic events can cause PTS, suicide ideation. There's a lot of things that can go from that. And we as humans, we think that the only choice we have is to numb out or go like hell, or just try to keep going somehow and deal with it, and wake up in the middle of the night screaming, and your spouse be on the floor but shivering because she doesn't want to be hit or he doesn't want to be hit. But really, the active block is a protection device. It's a system. And you're not broken. There is a disorder here. This is a behavior that's been modified because of a highly emotional event. Nothing is broken in the mind. And because of that, behaviors, it is commonly known in behavioral science that a behavior can be modified. For those of you who are veterans, did we modify our behavior when we be from civilian to military and then become a civilian again? That's modification of behavior, big time. So we can do it once, we can do it all the time. We just got to be present with the fact that we can. Linda?
Yeah. And our unwillingness to take a look at what might be driving our repetitive behaviors is what stops us from moving forward in our lives and in our businesses.
Right.
Yep. And as humans, we think that the only choice we have is to, like Terry said, numb out or go like hell and just keep going, right? The active block is not a disease or disorder. Nothing is broken in the mind.
That's it for tonight. The active block. Pretty slick, huh? Read about it. Pick it. For those of you who are picking it up on the replay, and later on, reach out to us. Let's have a discussion. We're always here. We're a 24-hour-a-day company all over the world, 12 countries. CR is practiced in up to 7 languages. Okay, it's not a mom and pop deal, even though mom and pop are in charge. At least they call us mom and pop.
Yeah, they do. We're like the adoptive, family. So just click the contact us button right at the top right of our Evolutionary Healer page, and we'll chat with you.
We'll see you soon. Take care.
Bye.
Good night.